Pokemon Black. The first one, there is a Pokemon Black and White, and there's Pokemon Black and White 2. So I'm going to be doing this generation 4 times by all accounts, so that should be fun. But this is the first one anyway. It starts out as every other Pokemon game does, but this time it's not a male professor, it's a female professor. I'm still a boy, so I choose the male option here. Again, still no non-binary option. Pokemon be discriminatory. I choose Roy in honor of my soon-to-be born son's middle name. Words are hard sometimes. So it's the summer, I guess, and we get this fancy little intro presentation where she walks into my house and leaves straight away, according to this edit. I got a fancy border here because I figured that if it's gone. I figured that when I make the window smaller for this game and then pop it back up again, for some reason it takes whatever photo I have on the screen and makes it the border. Only the full border only happened today and didn't happen on any other day, so I don't really know what happened there. But these two charge their way into my room, give me a present of which contains 3 Pokeballs, and I get to choose who is going to be my starter. And then I think her name's Bianca. I ain't too familiar with these games, to be honest. We have a Pokemon battle, and she totally trashes my room. So thanks for that. It looks like some of the zoo animals escaped and run rampant around my room. There's somehow footprints on the ceiling. I hope my telly's not broken, because that's 4K, and I'll be having it out with you, Bianca, and you'll be paying for it. So Charon, he figures my room's already a tip, so he might as well join in the fun and make more footprints. And then they just swan off, just like being a kid. They come over, make a mess of your place, and sod off. They promise they'll clean up, they never do. They're just buttering up my mother, and then suddenly they gotta go. They absolutely terrible friends. Yeah, promise we'll clean. Yeah, I gotta go now, so we'll be back. Which they ain't. So anyway, I chatted to my mum for a little bit, and she gives me my new Apple Watch, my new birthday present. Outside, I scare away the birds, which is always fun. Like, I always do that in real life at the park. You see a big group of pigeons, you go and stamp your foot real loud and scare all the birds off. She ain't hanging around for 2 seconds because she don't want me to catch up and tell her about the cleaning that has to be done. So they go on into the professor's lab. I get to name my starter. I call him Fish. Happy days, that's a great name, if you ask me. And she gives us the Pokedex. We then watch the millionth tutorial on catching Pokemon and have a little 4-way FaceTime call, even though we're all stood next to each other, so it's kind of pointless. But we run into these group pack animals, so we seem to be together. We meet N, who talks faster than the fastest text speed, if you didn't know. Little fun fact. And we're on to the first gym. Now these gym leaders they're something, because you'll only battle the one that's strong against your starter. So choosing the water starter, you'll get to fight whatever his name was. But he'll have a Pansage, who's of course grass type. The only saving grace here is that they give you a free elemental monkey of which you're strong against, which I didn't need in this case because I actually lost a couple of times and had to do a little bit of grinding. So anyway, first badge is in and they give me work up as a TM. We see this dude kicking the ever-loving hell out of a Munna. There he goes. A few choice words there, but YouTube, I gotta get used to being family friendly with my words. So every time I pause and I'm talking about somebody, it's probably because I would have otherwise said a naughty word. But trying to get into the habit of being family friendly on this channel, because it's Pokemon, kids may well be watching. So anyway, the mother embryo takes her child embryo away, and I tell this lady all about how he kicked the living hell out of a Munna, and she gives me some gear, the C gear. So that's that. Family friendly, so it's just is what it is. I get stopped by Charon here, and this fight was ridiculous. Like, I must have attempted this fight like 15 times. And I don't know why it was so hard even. But this being my victory lap here. But yeah, honestly, what a what a guy. I never remember the start of the game being this difficult either, to be honest with you. But the start of this particular playthrough really had me running up some walls. It was difficult. Anyway, these two guys leg it past, and then Bianca and whoever that is follow up on the rear. We find them hiding in a cave, so we slap them down the sides. And my fish, he do evolve. Hell yeah! Into do what? Do what you want, dude. I find Blitzel in the double battle dark grass here, and I add him to my team. Call him Deb, the Zeb striker, even though he is a male, which I totally recognised at the time I chose that nickname. So anyway, we battle N again. I really just wanted to go and see the museum, but N had to go and stop me, block my path, and make me battle him first. But yeah, I take a tour, I see all of these cool artifacts, and turns out there's actually a library in the back, which is great because museum and a library, there's no better day out if you ask me. But find these secret set of stairs under the bookshelf, and what do you know? It's actually a gym. So take her on, nice and easy, not too difficult at all. Can't remember what type she had, normal type maybe, I'm not sure. But I get my second badge. Here I actually lost some footage because my stream messed up and I didn't realise till after, so I've jumped to the desert, catch a Darren marker, call him DK in honour of Donkey Kong for when he hits his second and final evolution. Also grab a Scraggy. I wanted to call him like pull your pants up or something, but he ended up, because there wasn't enough space, being called pull your pats. And this is a good route for my team because I also grabbed a Sandile, who I called Croc Lesnar. Happy days. So it's a bit of a slow burn team. These Pokemon will be great, but right now they ain't the best. But I grabbed the XP share from the janitor, and I did have to do a bit of grinding, especially because half my team was new. But I take on the bug type gym leader here. DK obviously is going to come in clutch, being that he's a fire type, although they do send out Dwebble, so maybe not so great. But what am I doing here? I think I'm just boosting up my... It's going too fast now, I'm just feint attacking him. But he does actually take my Scraggy out, but I finish him off with Deb the Zeb. And Flame Charge, but I go down, leave him with a Paralyze, which is nice, and then of course DK can come in, finish him off, and that is my third badge. Done and dusted. Now, me and N have a little nice cute Ferris wheel ride here, which is nice. We enjoy our time. We kiss at the top and we see the whole of the Unova region. So a real nice, cute date. But then of course his friends come along and see him. He gets embarrassed, so he's just going to pretend that he was just here to battle me. So screw you, N, because we were having a real moment there. And we could have been something. But you got embarrassed in front of your friends, so I embarrassed him all the same. Took him down, wiped him out. He admits that I'm strong. We don't want your selfies now, and it's too late for that. If you're too embarrassed of me in front of your friends, then you don't deserve me at all. I think I just tried to do a sand tomb there, even though it's a ground type move. I thought it's a rock, I guess. I'm just an idiot. But my dab up against the Zeb Striker, of course, doesn't stand a chance. Sand tomb for the win. Take out Zeb Striker. And these are real annoying. They got Volt Switch. They're flying electric, so you can't use ground. They're like a real pain. Even though they're not as strong of a Pokemon, their typing makes them, yeah, like a pain. Just a pain in the tuchus. But I do actually win this battle. I think I may have lost once or twice, but of course I cut all that boring stuff out and just leave you with the important stuff. DK coming in clutch. DK might well be MVP of this team. I mean, this is ridiculous too. Got down on 1 health, Hyper Potion. 1 health, Hyper Potion. 1 health, Hyper Potion. But of course, with just 1 health, finish him off with my other Pokemon. And that's halfway there for the gym badges. So I slide through these icy puzzles here. and find that the enemy team is hiding in this shipping container. Again, they pack animals. They're all cuddling around for warmth, I guess. But you never see them alone. They're always together for whatever reason. So battles ensues. I got to take out a couple of these, and then how big is this shipping container? Because goddamn, there's tons of us in here. For some reason, these are now led away from with the builders. I don't know why builders would come in and escort them, but the gym leader is then basically saying he's alright to come to the gym, but is also blocked by these pack animal people. They're all having a little discussion there. Apparently he's an honest man, which, can you believe him if you didn't know he's honest in the first place? I don't really know. Anyway, after more discussion, I get to finally go into the gym. A series of lifts take you up, down, round and around. And when I finally make it to the gym leader, I get wiped out. He takes me out a good one. So back to the grinding board. Whilst grinding, I evolve my Sandile into Crocodile, right? Crocorock. God damn it. Crocorock. Anyway, with that grinding done, time to take on Clay again. He's got his own Crocorock, and I lead with pull your pats. Pull your damn pats up, man. I did pick up a Vanillish, but I didn't end up using him in my team, which that's the name that you've seen there, was I Scream. For obvious reasons. I'm just so hilarious and witty that it really knows no bounds. So this extra was a little bit of a pain, to be honest with you, but took him out in the end. Not too bad at all. Thanks, Clay. See ya, sucker. And I get myself the Sith badge. Is it the Sith badge? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Sith badge. Happy days. Thanks, Clay. So these ninjas escort me over the bridge. I don't really know what good that did. Maybe they didn't trust me not to fall off. And I see N again. He wants to rekindle the old flame, but I've told him it's too little too late for all of that, because if he's embarrassed in front of people, then he shouldn't be with me at all. So sorry, Anne, but you had your chance and you blew it. I tried to kiss you on that Ferris wheel, but that was the end of you, I'm afraid. You and me will be no more. So of course, people arrive, and he does a legger yet again. God damn you, N. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. You broke my heart one too many times. I can't seem to figure out how to not walk into walls in this game, to be honest. So, heal up at the Pokemon Center again. I can't walk into doors. Exactly. Celestial Tower. Right at the top is the gym leader. So I ring her bell end, and she will then return to the gym. But only once I've touched her bell, she will do that. So that was fine. I cut out all the tower. It was just boring battles, nothing going on really in there. Make my way to the airport, which is also the gym. Shoot myself through a couple of cannons, and I'm able to take on Skylar, the gym leader. Which, yeah, flying type, Zeb Striker, Deb the Zeb, should fly through this, and that is exactly what happens. Discharge, 3 for 3, done deal. See ya, sucker. And another gym badge for me. I battle Cherim here after the route after the gym, and my Puya Pats, he evolves into a Scrafty. And also my Do-What evolves while I'm battling through the mines. Again, I cut out the route, I cut out the mines. It's just a series of boring battles. But I guess my Croc Lesnar also evolves. So now my team is looking pretty goddamn beastly. So I battle through the mines, make it to the next little town here, and get stopped by this guy. He's telling me about the Dragon Spiral Tower, which if you go to, you're actually not allowed into until you get the gym badge from Bryson. He has Ice type Pokemon. My DK evolved. I guess I lost the footage or didn't pick up on that when I was editing. But rest assured, DK did evolve eventually and makes light work of the ice gym. Actually, they spam potions, making it a little bit harder. So DK does actually go down. But if he had his fire type, his fire punch, then he would have made light work of the gym. I mean, the gym leader, he made light work of the gym. It's just the... But anyway, the gym leader goes down, pull your pats, finishes him off. 7th gym badge. Now here I needed a flying type Pokemon, or at least a Pokemon that could learn fly, because I didn't have one and there wasn't really any good flying types available before the Elite Four. So I go and catch a Golett, which call him Flying Golem, and only when he evolves you'll learn fly, but it's still a Pokemon I can fly on. Now the sad thing is he didn't actually evolve until I was pretty much at the Elite Four, when he doesn't even need, I don't even need the TM fly anymore. But I had to keep swapping him out for a Pokemon that learned fly for every time I needed to fly around the region. So ultimately kind of pointless, but it's what it is. We got him all the same, and he was fine. You know, it's fine. So join that little carnival there, and we're on to the last gym here, the Dragon type gym. While I caught 2 ice types, thinking I'd use them, I favoured the Flying Golem over them instead. But really, I should have just used one of the ice type Pokemon I had, because it would have made this gym much easier. And like I say, ultimately I didn't need fly anyway, because I had a Pokemon I could fly on, just not in my team. But DK, absolute beast, so not to worry too much, because he does deal with most of this gym very easily, but not entirely, of course. So Fish finishes Dragonoff, ignore that little text box there. Haxorus now, hit him with a Surf, hit him with another Surf, he's in the red but takes down my Fish, and DK also gets taken out unfortunately. But Croc Lesnar outspeeds, I think, and bulldozes his way to victory. And 8th gym badge, that can only mean one thing. Oh, I guess it wasn't Charon we battled earlier, was it? Either way, we battled Charon this time, and the Flying Golem finally evolves into the Flying Golem, the only Golem that can learn fly. So I battle my way through the 8 gates, I don't know what they're called, the Path to Victory Road maybe? Either way, that's the first one and the last one, and I get to Victory Road. Cut out all the Victory Road because it's all but pretty damn boring there, to be honest with you. And I make my way to the Pokemon League. Quick heal up before I take on the Ghost type trainer, but I black out big time. So I knew that I needed to grind a little bit more. After a bit grinding, I think they all got to 47 for the most part. I decided to try again. Take on the Ghost type trainer again. Crunch, and he also gives me Mummy, which is great. Crunch again and he's down, so not too bad there. I also had the black glasses on him, I think, so boosts his dark type moves a little bit more there. Couple of crunches, he keeps using full restores, but he does eventually go down but dies to Chandelier. Of course, being Ghost Fire, goes down to a Surf. Jellicent was kind of a pain. Obviously I did have Deb the Zeb, but she's an electric type, but she's not the best electric type ever. So that was kind of a thing. But I do bring her out, get the Paralyze, and do actually take her out regardless of the unfortunate stats Deb the Zeb has. Which, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be too many good flying type or electric type Pokemon that I'd seen in this run. So definitely going to make some improvements for the next playthrough. Black 2 or White 2, whatever maybe next. I don't totally know yet. I mean, it's all the same basically, so it doesn't really matter. But my Croc Lesnar makes fairly light work of this next guy's team. I think he is dark. Yeah, he must be dark. Even though there's fire everywhere, you'd think it was going to be fire, but it's not. On to this dude now who has fighting types. I mean, I really could have used a good psychic type on my team for this Elite Four. It would have taken out 2 of the trainers pretty damn easily. Even if I had a decent flying type, it also would have made light work of this trainer's team as well. But it is what it is. Can't change what you can't change, and there's no point crying over spilt milk. So, you know, like I say, it is what it is. We did obviously manage to take down the trainers. We managed just fine with what we had. Flying Golem with Fly made pretty light work of the majority of his team, so it really wasn't too bad. But yeah, a good psychic type would have definitely come in handy. But I am happy with my team and the ones I chose, so you know, it is what it is. I think the other playthroughs I have of these games, I'm going to do different restrictions, like Nuzlocke or whatever it may be. So that might be a little bit harder next time, but hopefully I'll end up with a good psychic type if it is. If I can't choose my own Pokemon for the team, you know, if I set those rules, hopefully I'll end up with a good psychic type, because like I say, it would have made light work of the Elite Four. Took a brief intermission there, because talking for this long is kind of hard. Like on your vocals, my throat was getting all clogged up, so I had to clear the whole thing. But anyway, 4th Elite Four down, we finally make our way to the place in which holds the champion, and the old X-Flame here, N, is also here. Moving on already, perhaps. But out of nowhere spawns this big old building right out of the ground, and all the stairs blast into the thing, and it's just ruining things again for me. So thanks for that. I get to trip down N's memory lane and have a little look at the room he used to play in, and he's sitting on the top of his throne, as if he's the most important in my life now, the most important person in my life now. So screw you, N. I'm glad your throne just got blasted. But turns out N's already moved on. Here he is. He's a big black Zekrom, and that's what he replaced me with. But not to worry too much, because I've also moved on, N. Don't even need you, N. I'm going to go on the Ferris wheel rides with Reshiram. That's right. My big white Reshiram. So screw you, N. Looks like we both moved on. I hope you have a happy life, and I hope it fulfills your every wish, you narcissist. I don't know. I decided I'm just going to throw the Master Ball. I don't normally Master Ball legendaries. I mean, hell, I've got a living decks where they're all in ordinary Pokeballs, because I'm a sadist. But it's a emulation walkthrough, playthrough, so I figure, hell, I'm not going to use the Master Ball for nothing else. It's not like I'm going to go around catching all the legendary Pokemon, because I figure it's pointless. In an ordinary playthrough I would, but for an emulation, what's the point, right? Spending unnecessary time catching legendaries and the such. So I take out Zekrom, happy days, and I have to then take out the rest of N's team, which he did put up a little bit of a fight, as far as I remember. I mean, I say as far as I remember, it was last night. My memory is just awful. But yeah, you take out the Zekrom, got the Caracosta? I don't know, there's too many Pokemon out that I remember all the names and then I'll soon forget, or at least forget how to pronounce them. There's just too damn many of them. But he sends his Kling Klang out, no match against my DK. Now his Archeops was a real pain. I thought, no worries, Reshiram would take him out. He doesn't, because I think he has a Stone Edge or something like that. So I have to do a little bit of sneaky manoeuvres, cheese it a little bit by using potions and the such. Luckily it does go down to Fish, but then of course, I thought it was the last Pokemon, but of course it wasn't. So I was back to the old revive strategy and take out his last Pokemon with DK. So, sorry N, but you and me, we're done. And now that there's other people here, I'm sure you will agree. So, take on Gensis? Whatever his name is. I'll take him out now. My PC was running low, so apologies for that little annoying pop-up. But Cofagrigus puts up a bit of a fight against my Reshiram, keeps poisoning me, because what an asshole. But keep healing up, take out Cofagrigus. Bouffalont, I thought this won't be too difficult, but he does actually put up a bit of a fight, takes out my Reshiram, which I guess Reshiram just isn't that good, because he gets wiped real easy. Seismitoad, Seismitoad, I shouldn't doubt myself. Unless you got grass type, it's kind of an annoying type to deal with. Same as whatever it was from Gen 2, Quagsmire? Quagmire. Sure, why not? Giggity giggity. I don't know. My brain's not in it today. I can't seem to remember any Pokemon's names and the such. It's really N's really messed with my mind, man. He really done me dirty there, and it's threw me all for a loop now. So that is what that is. But Hydreigon I didn't think was going to be too difficult with Reshiram, but of course wipes Reshiram out easy as you like. And I'm onto the old potion strategy again, sending one out to heal one up, to send one out to hopefully take the Pokemon out, which I do with Dragon Breath. Bisharp, look sharp, comes on out. I'm back to the potion strategy again here. I think my fish is the one that manages to take like a good amount of hits from him, so I keep him alive with potions because he can take like 3 hits before he dies. So I send him out, keep him alive, and then heal everybody else up, which is not an amazing strategy, but it's a strategy nonetheless. So do eventually take him out, get that revenge in there. He's slower, so that comes in handy really. Electros comes out, takes a Surf. Reshiram comes out, Reshiram, god damn it, and takes out his last Pokemon. Now of course we're alone again here, so N tries one last time to win me back, but I just tell him, you know N, it's not going to work. He shakes his head in agreement, and that's that. Me and N no more. He's got his Zekrom, I got my Reshiram, so it is what it is. I don't want your selfies, N, god damn it. But that's that. Credits roll. So thank you everybody for watching. If you watched this long, then goddamn salute.